Hello once again, watchers of Good Movies. My name is Nick Pell and this is my review of The Angry Birds Movie 2. Now this is a sequel to the Angry Birds movie that came out back in 2016, and it once again starts off at least dealing with the birds of Bird Island and the pigs of Pig Island going at a prank war with each other, more or less, because while the events of the first movie focused on the pigs stealing all the eggs and the birds having to hatch a plan to get the eggs back from them, they're more just like pranking each other. And it's basically just this prank war which is going on, which doesn't really have any long-term consequences to what's really happening. And when a third island is discovered called Eagle Island, and the pigs and the birds start getting attacked together by that island, they have to join forces and stop Eagle Island from destroying their homes. And so that's this movie. The animation is good. It looks similar to the first one, as you would expect, if not better. And I enjoyed seeing all those characters. They all look very similar to how they looked on the first film. And the eagles themselves, as the bad guys, looked good as well. They're all very similarly designed with a lot of the guards and whatnot. But for the most part, their character designs were fine. I did like that the film focuses on Red Sphere, because at the beginning of the film he's basically being praised as this hero, because during the first film he basically was the one who saved the day and everything. So he's praised by Island as a hero instead of being hated by everyone. He's loved by everybody, and we see throughout the film that he still has this consistent fear of being alone, and the idea that the island and the birds and his friends and everything might not need him at some point, that scares him, because he's afraid of being alone, because he's been alone for a large portion of his life before the events of the first film. And so he doesn't want to have that happen to him again, and that drives a lot of his motivation throughout the course of the movie. I did like that. I feel like it's the one relatable thing that the adults in the theater have to kind of latch onto is Red's character. Because I'm sure people have gone through similar things of that sort. The film's also pretty funny. I found myself laughing a good number of times throughout the course of the movie. Just things that happen unexpectedly, and just funny quips which happen throughout the course of the film. It does a good job in the comedy department, at least for me personally. This is a kids movie at the end of the day, though. It's not like Disney or Pixar where they do a really good job at appealing to both adults and the children in the audience. It is very much a kid-focused and driven film, and in that sense it is very predictable. It has a lot of tropes which are done, which I could see coming from a mile away, and just things which have been done before and have a lot of predictable elements to them. Some cliches and some scenes which are just kind of done for comedic effect, and for me they kind of bored me. The kids in the audience, they laughed at them. So again, it's a kids movie. I think kids will definitely enjoy this film, especially if they enjoyed the first one, and if they are still playing the Angry Birds game, which I don't know how popular that is anymore. There is a subplot as well dealing with 3 hatchlings which are trying to track down 3 eggs, which runs throughout the course of the film alongside the main plot, and it's kind of non-consequential. It doesn't really affect the general grand story up until maybe the very end. And it just kind of seems shoehorned in there for the sake of runtime and to kind of add some comedic other stuff to bounce back and forth between the more serious stuff that's going on. And so it never really felt necessary, and it just felt like really generic comedy bits. But again, the kids in the audience, they laughed at what was happening. So again, it's a kid movie, and it's not directed for me. So overall, The Angry Birds Movie 2, it does its job well enough. It is, again, as I've said repeatedly throughout this video, it is a movie for kids, and so I think if you are a parent bringing a kid to the theater, it's very much going to entertain them. It's about 90 minutes, so if they can stand through that amount of time, go for it. If you're a single person like me who doesn't have children, probably avoid it unless you're a big fan of the first one for some reason, because I do think the first one was a little bit better, just from what I remember. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but I thought that this film did some good stuff, but it doesn't really have that much content for adults to really latch onto. So guys, those are my thoughts on The Angry Birds Movie 2. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Did you like it as much as I did? Did you hate it more than I did? Let me know. Let me know your favorite entertainment video thing which has been based on a mobile game. That could be like anime or a movie or anything of that sort. I'd be curious in the comments down below. Like, fair, comment, and subscribe. Once again, if you so choose, I appreciate it immensely. And as always, people, my name is Nick Pell, and once again, keep on watching.